Hello mga ka-Green Thumb! Welcome to my vlog. Ako ang inyong ka-Green Thumb, Joan Olesco. Samahan niyo ako sa aking pagtuklas ng patungkol sa backyard gardening. Ating pag-uusapan at tutuklasin kung ano ba ang backyard gardening, ano ang mga bagay na dapat i-consider sa pagba-backyard gardening, ano ang mga benepisyo nito, at sisilipin din natin ang aking journey sa pagba-backyard gardening. So without further ado, let's get started! What is backyard gardening? Backyard gardening is a form of gardening where individuals or families cultivate plants such as vegetables, fruits, herbs, or flowers in the outdoor space immediately behind or adjacent to their homes. It is a popular and accessible way for people to grow their own produce and beautify their outdoor spaces. The first thing that you need to consider is the sunlight and location. So you have to choose a location in your backyard that receives the appropriate amount of sunlight for the plants you intend to grow. Most vegetables and herbs need at least 6 to 8 hours of direct sunlight daily. The second thing you need to consider in backyard gardening is the soil quality. You need to assess your soil's textures, drainage, and nutrient content. You may need to amend the soil with compost or other organic matter to improve its structure and fertility. The third thing that you need to consider in backyard gardening is the plant selection. So you need to select plants that are suitable for your climate, soil type, and available space. Consider the size of mature plants, their growth habits, and whether they are annuals or perennials. The fourth thing that you need to consider is the watering. So you need to establish a consistent watering routine to ensure that your garden receives enough moisture, but avoid overwatering, which can lead to root rot. Use appropriate watering methods such as drip irrigation or soaker hoses. The fifth thing that you need to consider is the pest and disease management. You have to monitor your plants regularly for signs of pests or diseases. You have to employ preventive measures like companion planting, crop rotation, and using natural pest control methods whenever possible to minimize the need for chemical pesticides. The sixth thing that you need to consider in backyard gardening is the fertilization. You have to determine the nutritional needs of your plants and provide appropriate fertilizers. Organic options like compost, well-rotted manure, and organic granular fertilizers can improve soil fertility and plant health. The last thing that you need to consider, which is one of the most important, is the maintenance. So you have to regularly tend to your garden by weeding, pruning, and staking plants as needed. You have also to keep an eye on plant growth and adjust spacing to prevent overcrowding. Mulching can help retain soil moisture and reduce weed growth as well. Access to fresh, nutritious produce. Backyard gardening allows you to grow your own fruits, vegetables, and herbs, ensuring a regular supply of fresh and nutritious produce right at your doorstep. This means you have control over the quality and safety of your food, reducing your reliance on store-bought items. Cost savings. Gardening at home can save you money on groceries. By growing your own produce, you can significantly reduce your food expenses, especially during the growing season when your garden is in full bloom. Environmental sustainability. Backyard gardening promotes environmental sustainability by reducing the carbon footprint associated with food transportation. It also encourages eco-friendly practices like composting, reducing waste, and using fewer chemicals, pesticides, and fertilizers. Physical and mental well-being. Gardening is a physically active and mentally stimulating hobby. It provides exercise, fresh air, and exposure to sunlight, which can improve your overall well-being. The act of nurturing plants can also reduce stress and increase feelings of satisfaction and accomplishment. Community and connection. Backyard gardening can foster a sense of community. Sharing surplus produce with neighbors, exchanging gardening tips, or participating in local garden clubs can help you connect with others who share your interest. It can also be an educational experience for families as children learn about plant growth and the environment. My journey into backyard gardening has been both rewarding and enlightening. As I reflect on my own experiences, one valuable lesson stands out: the importance of patience and learning from failure. My initial attempt at planting in my backyard was not as successful as I had hoped. The first plant I put in the ground, which is the petchai, didn't actually thrive or survive at the end, and it was very disheartening. However, this setback taught me that gardening is a process, not an instant success. It also reminded me that failure is a natural part of any learning experience. And with determination, I researched and learned from my own mistakes. I will, from now on, improve the soil quality, pay closer attention to sunlight, and adjust my watering and care routine so that my garden will flourish in the future. And the next time that I will have backyard gardening. And of course, this journey has taught me not only about the nurturing of plants but also about the patience, resilience, and adaptability required in life. It's a reminder that setbacks can be stepping stones to success if we're willing to learn and grow from them. And lastly, backyard gardening has not only enriched my life with fresh produce but also with valuable life lessons. And that brings us to the end of our backyard gardening journey. Thank you so much for being a part of this vlog. Don't forget to share this video with fellow gardeners and green tamers. I hope you learned something from this video. Keep cultivating, keep growing, and keep making the world a little greener, one garden at a time. Until next time, happy gardening!